This is for all my subscribers out there. Just a little song I've put together. Please, as much as you want to, don't click away. I have reached 100 subscribers.
Just a little more.
Now I rule the day.
You think you rule it, but you don't.
So I used up hours editing a Q&A.
You have no
life. You have said this is so overdone.
Yes, indeed.
You are really dumb.
So dumb, so dumb.
'Cause you could have changed the outcome.
Yeah. 100 subscriber Q&A special. Begin. And also, I'm sorry this took so long, but I was on holiday in Fiji. So because I was on holiday in Fiji, I couldn't edit, nor did I want to edit, due to having a fun time in Fiji. And also significant other things like playing games, reading books, and trying to better my life for a more significant purpose towards my future. But mostly Fiji. But yeah. 100 subscriber Q&A special. Begin. First off, Patrex11 says, "Congrats old friend, I have a few questions. Ask away, Kangaranga. Why did you copy my idea for a 100 subs video, you Kangaranga?" Psh, copied? I didn't copy that. I don't know what you're talking about. It's completely original. You're overstepping your boundaries, Pat. It's the first bloody question. I'm watching you. What's your favorite show outside of MLP? In general, I'd have to say The Flash because it's so much fun, man. But my favorite cartoon, and also a close second to my favorite show ever, would be Regular Show. It's just so surreal, but at the same time, it's so relatable, even when everyone's in frickin' space. It deals with real life problems in such a surreal and confusing manner. It's just so much fun to watch. In fact, as much as I like MLP, it's nowhere near my favorite show of all time. I just make stuff about it because I love the fandom. I'd probably say it's about an 8 or 9 in my top 10 favorite shows. Fake Brony exposed! Put him on Hell to Brony number 556! Where do you live in Kangaroo Land? I live in a land down under, with the kangaroos in Victoria. Who's your favorite reviewer? Phew, that's a toughie. I enjoy a variety of reviewers, but a few of them are still being debated whether they're actual reviewers or not. Kind of like me. I pretty much love everyone in Hidden Block and Normal Boots though, including JonTron, even though he's not there anymore. And some people don't like him because of his political opinions, and all I have to say is, I don't care! I watch for the fun videos about games and movies and TV shows and drug PSAs, not for Trumps. PBG was the first reviewer I ever actually loved to watch, and I started watching Cat Icarus earlier last year, and that's pretty much what I developed my style on. I mainly developed the style on PBG, but Cat Icarus was just a normal thing I had in my mind, so I guess you could say my personality's kind of like his. Plus, we both have the same kind of accent, mate. For Brony reviewers, that question will be answered soon enough because I got a lot of those. Want to do a collab on Perfect Pair? Sure, but first I have to do my collab with Officer Trigger Happy and Robert Who, and then I have to make some standalone videos, and actually that might take a while. But if you're willing to wait, then yes. Moon Knight /Real2911 says, "Congrats! Thank you! By the way, I've seen your videos, man, and the OC change looks pretty swell, so keep on doing you, man. You're pretty good." Did you know that? You can go far in this community as long as you believe in yourself. Now you know! Who's your least favorite character in MLP? I don't really have a character I hate, but my least favorite is Photo Finish because she's annoying and she's stereotypical with her accent and When did you start making videos? I uploaded my first video on July 16th, 2016, which means I've been making videos for 1 year. I worked super hard on that video, but watching it back now, it's really shit. The video has a special place in my life since it started my channel, but don't watch it or you will actually die of terribleness. Anyways, moving on. Are you going to BronyCon 2150? Of course I am. After all, BronyCon's gonna go forever and ever and ever oh, well, at least there's still the Australian BronyCon, which is, it's Why? Blackbird26155 asks, who's your favorite pony? Me! Nah, I'm kidding. My favorite pony is probably Pinky, since I just love the optimism and enthusiasm for everything that she has. Plus her fourth wall breaks and physic-defying acts are powers I would gladly take. After all, one of the best things in life is to be happy and laugh, and Pinky does exactly that. Though it can get overbearing, but most times it's just a great way to make me happy. How did you get into the fandom? Good question. I remember all of this, by the way. This is sharp in my mind. When I was still in primary school, my class watched a news clip about men who watched MLP. This was back in the season 1 and 2 days, mind you. And for some reason, I saw the animation and the boppiness of the show, and although I wouldn't go on to watch it until several years later, I always really wanted to watch one episode and see what I thought. It just stuck with me. It was like this urge inside of me was just pulling me towards it. I can't really understand it. Then 2 years ago, I suddenly remembered the show and watched a documentary about bronies, and I decided to watch the first episode that showed up on YouTube, which was The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone. And I thought it was alright, though I was still flustered because I just watched My Little Pony, but I felt it wasn't the same as what I saw many years ago, which turned out to be the boppy, jumpy animation that was so clear in season 1 and 2. Dr. Wolf also made a video about this, so go check it out because he kind of explains it better than I can. Anyways, I went to season 1 and watched the first 2 episodes, and I did like it, but eventually as I kept watching, I got bored of season 1 and skipped to season 2. And that's when I found the character that made me a fan, which was Discord. He got me hooked on the show, and after that I kept watching it from that point, as I liked the show as a whole, not just Discord, but he started it. And a year later I made this channel, and that's pretty much it. Good question. Why do you like Timber Spruce so much? Because he's cool, and although he uses pickup lines, he uses ones which he knows Twilight will like, meaning he ain't stupid. And he also isn't a jerk, because all he's trying to do is protect the campers and his sister. He's also confident and chill, and makes some funny remarks, which is much more interesting than a character who is constantly a jerk to everyone and screws everything up. Comedic relief characters who screw things up can be fine, but we get enough of those already. I mean, hell, check out Flash Sentry and the other EQ movies. He just keeps getting friend-zoned, man. It's just repetitive. Plus, Timber isn't supposed to be comedic relief. He's a main character, meaning it's gonna get annoying if he constantly screws things up. And if you disagree with me, Blackbird, just know that my opinion is facts, so you're wrong. Timber Spruce, best character, 12 out of 10 IGN, yeah. Do you know Minty from Minty Comedic Arts? You're both Australian and you all know each other, right? Congratulations, you made an Australian joke. Good on ya! And also I have no idea who that is, so next. Do you come from a land down under? Ha ha ha! Congratulations, you made an Australian joke. Good on ya! Wait a minute. Why does a robot need a codpiece? There. That's why. Yu-Gi-Oh! Brony asks, how long did it take for you to get to 100 subs? Well, my first video was on July 16th, 2016, and the video that got me to 100 subs was uploaded on August 6th, 2017, so it took exactly 386 days, I think. Not bad. Do you officially know the basics of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game? Nope. Seriously, how are you not popular? You're freaking hilarious. Oh, stop it, you. Lucas Aldebrandy. Lucas Aldebrandy, I don't know, I'm sorry man, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Lucas Aldebrandy asks, you vaguely remind me of Brendan Urie, can you sing? Don't know who that is, but I do take singing lessons and I have been for a year and a bit, so yeah, I can sing. If you want me to sing for you, well, you heard me at the start of the video, but here's a little more. Oh my god. Maybe one day I'll actually sing for you guys, but probably not until another milestone. Wapaz? Go fish. If you didn't have enough variety of OC sprites, why didn't you request more? Because I was abducted by aliens. But don't worry, I'm okay now. More requests coming soon. Do you ever see yourself making standalone content in fandom or out? Standalone content? Don't I already do that? Oh, if you mean something that's not related to another already existing TV show or movie or something, then it all depends on how many people are willing to join me. Because standalone projects are hard without other people, so they're not really that standalone actually. They're more like stand with groups. I don't know. Thanks for the vectors, Lucas, once again. I really appreciate it. By the way, in case it's not obvious, Lucas does my vectors and he's really good, so go check him out. Animated Cupcakes asks, what's a kangaranga? It's an Aussie insult I created. It was centered at a certain British fez-wearing chap. See, we have rangers and we have kangers. So I combine them and kabam! Kangaranga! Copyrighted, don't steal! Can you draw? I draw just as good as GameLink reviews, which if you watch him... yeah. So pretty much, yeah, I'm a master. Who is your biggest inspiration? Non-Brony, it's PBG, because he was the first YouTuber I ever loved, and I'm influenced by his style. Brony, however, I'd have to say Finn the Pony, because with such a small amount of subscribers, he's done such big things in the fandom purely because he's entertaining. It really proves that subs don't matter as long as you're good. But lots of subs do help. Why don't you want people to throw their money at you? guys, please, that whole give me your money thing was just a joke. Why do you always take it so seriously? I actually meant give me everything you own, including your money. Support me on Patreon for cool rewards like an inactive Discord chat. How long do you think it will take you to get into the secret rift? Well, it'd be great if I could get an invite right now, but yeah, that's not happening. I'm not asking to get in there. I'm waiting for them to ask me. That will mean I have truly proved myself. But still, guys, hurry up! Do you have a sinister plot to get you into the secret rift? Break inside and kill everyone. Still waiting on that invite, guys. And finally, how long can you laugh maniacally without stopping for a breath? Please show your work. Pretty please. Well, it's hard to say no to pretty please, isn't it? That's it. GameLink Reviews says, congrats on 100 subs, my red brother. Congrats on 1,000 subs, my blue brother. Has he lost his mind? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? Oh, I get it, it's Iron Man! If you're the Brony Cat Icarus, then why do you look and sound more like Phantom Strider? Oi, you labeled me Brony Cat Icarus, GameLink. Make up your bloody mind, mate. And also, genetics, man! Though he does have the same accent as me. Wait, is Phantom Strider Australian? Oh my god, he is! I never knew! He's my brother! Will you ever consider doing Let's Plays? Nope. And if I ever did, not on this channel. Because people don't come here for Let's Plays, goddammit. But it does sound pretty fun to do. You know what? Maybe I'll do one just this once. Hey there guys, welcome to my super cool Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing Stanley Parable, and I think it's going to be pretty cool, so let's just get right in.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Alright, so that's the end of the game, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button. What's your favorite video game? Xenoblade Chronicles. Definitely Xenoblade Chronicles. Second is Breath of the Wild, cliched as it may be, but Xenoblade Chronicles, man, oh my god, it's so good. The story is great, the British voice acting is the best voice acting I've ever heard in a video game, and the gameplay is fun and satisfying with the world being huge and each area unique. The idea of your whole entire overworld being just two big giants who were locked in a gigantic war one day, it's really fascinating. Our time has come. Our destiny is our own. Fiora! What inspired your OC name and design? Well, I decided to make a YouTube channel one time, and there was a really crappy wooden sword I made just over there in the corner at a friend's house, but it's broken now. I chopped it in half with a karate chop. Yeah, I thought to myself, I was like, whoa, wooden swords pony. That was the name I had. It was called the Wooden Swords Pony. I'm the Wooden Swords Pony. But that was dumb, so I changed it to Wooden Sword. As for the design, I just chose two colors I liked in Pony Creator and put them together. I made my OC averagely tall, painted a sword with a mouse pad in MS Paint, and BAM! First OC. Then I got my vectors redesigned, and the rest is history. Who inspired you to do analysis? KG. KGFIM! KGFIM! I asked to be in the secret rift one day and Keiichi denied me, saying I don't have enough analysis. So I took that as initiative to create my first ever analysis, which led to my analysis with Lefty and eventually the one with GameLink Reviews. Come look at me now, KGFIM, fight me! Top 3 favorite Brony and non-Brony YouTubers. For Brony YouTubers, it's number 3, my friend Mr. Left Turn. Number 2, Finn the Pony, and number 1, Doodle the Pony. Sorry, GameLink. For non-Brony YouTubers, it's number 3, Jack's Films, number 2, Cat Icarus, and number 1, PBG. Onyx the Dragon, aka my Void Boss, says very well and congrats. Very well, uh-oh. Do Australian stereotypes, particularly those involving kangaroos and shrimps on the barbies, get on your nerves at all? Australian stereotypes? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, wait, Blackbird. Who's your favorite Brony in or outside the analysis community to read/watch/whatever? My favorite Brony to watch and the one who entertains entertains me the most is Doodle Pony. Seriously, go check him out. He doesn't upload much, but when he does, it is magnificent. Which brony do you draw the most inspiration from? Again, it's Finn the Pony, but I forgot to mention I also take editing inspiration and ideas from Doodle Pony. I mean, I don't take them, I just get inspired. Doodle, please don't sue me. What is the weakest part of your channel's place in the Rift's defenses, particularly to your robot army of significant size? Well, I would say I have no weaknesses, but come on, let's be real. My weakness is Australian stereotypes. How many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Why is Peter Piper picking pickled peppers? How are the peppers already pickled if they haven't been picked until Peter Piper picked them? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Woodchuck could chuck wood. Does it seem like I've run out of ideas to you? Does it bother you if I'm stretching this out for no reason? Why is question 7 so much question 5? I don't want your question. Why was question 12 necessary? Why was question 15 necessary? Is this excessive? No, not at all. Blue Rave asks, if you could remove one character, doesn't matter who, from MLP, who would you choose? I'd remove whoever created that stupid dragon life debt rule from Spike at Your Service so the episode will disappear forever. Because it's bad. I was actually going to do a video on Spike at Your Service and I wrote a script and recorded it and everything. But then I got a new mic and I accidentally deleted the script and the script wasn't actually that good, so I got rid of it. But maybe one day. Probably not though. All you can do is dream. Which would you rather have? A tail could only hold up to your body weight, or 2 extra fully functional arms, each as strong as your current ones? Psh, 2 extra arms, man. Imagine how useful that would be. The only thing a tail would do for me is be a cool trick at parties, but so would the arms, except I'd probably be locked up and studied and dissected, and I'd look really abnormal, and people would start hating me, and having a tail would actually be really cool because I'd win every cosplay competition ever, and I could sit on it. And actually, never mind, I want a tail. If you could rule the world for a day, what would you do first? Well, first, I'd go up to the secret rift and force them to make me a member, and then... Actually, that's it. Robert Who asks, hey, Wooden Sword, does your OC have an actual sword made of wood? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I have an actual sword made of wood? What are you even talking about? Oh god, who am I kidding? I don't have one. I tripped one time and it fell into a very convenient fireplace. Oh, why? Wait, I call upon the power of my uber cool vector artist. Hey, there it is. Take that, Robert. To answer your question, yes, my OC does have a sword made of wood. Moving on. Satisfied asks, do you like men? Wait, how should I respond to this? If I say no, I may be considered someone who is homophobic and be hated across the community, but if I say yes and I'm lying about who I am and it may confuse gay bronies, leading them to come after me because I'm so freaking cool. Crap, I'm running out of time. How do I not offend people? The main 6 are actually all Satanists. Phew. Hopefully that doesn't offend anyone. Huh? Hey, who placed this bomb here? Wooden Sword is blasting off again! The Reese Davies channel, by the way, this guy's pretty good, so go check him out, says, congrats, pal. Thanks, pal. Who is the best cutie mark crusader? I normally say Scootaloo, but she did that all screaming thing and parental glidance, and I actually can't hear all that well anymore. So I'm gonna say Apple Bloom, plus I like her accent. What is your favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie is obviously Star Wars Episode 7! Yeah! My favorite actual Disney movie created by Disney Studios is Beauty and the Beast, not the live action one. I love the songs and the animation and Irma Gerdbell's singing voice. Ah! Yeah, you hear that, Emma Watson? Psh, more like Emma Watts on auto-tune, am I right? Cicadas Among Men, why the hell does this guy remind me of Sega? Never mind. Asks, you asked for it, Buster. Yes, I did. Now give me a real question, please. Can love really last for a lifetime? Well, unless you somehow happen to fall in love the very moment that you're born, no, not a lifetime. You could fall in love at the age of 2 and it wouldn't last a lifetime. This has been Happy Thoughts with Wooden Sword. Can a marriage survive betrayal? Nah, ditch it. Plenty of fish in the sea. Why does the line you're in always move the slowest? Because you decided to choose the line that is run by sloths. What were you thinking? When do you take away Grandpa's car keys? Well, I had to take them away on his birthday. So I could surprise him with a new pair of car keys for his birthday. Surprise, Grandpa! Good on you, Grandpa. Go get him. Huh. maybe now's a good time. Can a man and woman ever just be friends? Asking for a friend. Yes, but it must go through a very lengthy process first. First off, a man and a woman must become friends, and they must become best friends, and the man must fall in love with the woman, but keep it a secret for the whole year before eventually he tells one of his friends, and then that friend tells the woman, and the woman gets really shocked but lets the man down easily because she thinks of the man as a really good friend, like a brother and nothing else. Then the man must take it well because he spent the whole weekend mentally preparing himself for rejection, and eventually after a week of avoidance, the man and the woman talk again and become good friends like always, leading the man to love the woman again, but then coming to realize that it'll never work and accepting the fact that they can just be best friends, letting the man go to pursue other women, and finally ending that part of his life in a fairly happy way. So yeah, tell your friend that for me. He'll be delighted, I'm sure. Let's continue the mystery. Coco Twist asks, cool, okay, oh boy, what to ask? Take your time, mate, take your time. How long have you been watching MLP, and when did you join the fandom? I started watching 2 years ago in 2015.
2015! 2015? 2015!
I officially joined the fandom when I created my channel, but I was a big fan of the show before then, so maybe 3 months after I started watching. It's hard to classify. Why am I so much better than you? We'll see who's laughing once I'm in the secret rift. Then I will be superior. Ha ha ha. Not the guy who submitted that really amazing skeleton comic that should have won. You really should have won. Asks, are you aware of horseshoe reviews / drowning in horseshoes? No. Also, I'd rather not be drowning in horseshoes as that sounds extremely frightening. Why do you only talk about MLP? I don't only talk about MLP, but it's my main focus. If you want something not MLP related, go check out the video I did on the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon. It didn't get the number of views that my other videos get, which is why I try to stick to MLP since it's what people come here for and I like doing it. But every so often I'll make a video about something else because it's really fun. So pretty much MLP is my main focus because it's what I started with and it's what people are here for. Is there anything else you do / want to do outside of this channel? Outside of this channel, well, I'm pretty hungry, so I might go eat something. Plus my throat hurts from all this screaming, so I think I'm gonna have a drink of water after this question. Plus outside of the channel, I go to school and stuff, plus I do theater and everything, so yeah, there's quite a lot actually. In fact, I'm not even planning on running this channel as a job or anything. It's just a hobby. A hobby that takes several hours of my life away because of editing. But it's fun. Do you think you'll still run this channel 3 years from now? 3 years from now? Probably. But if there comes a time where MLP is ended and I've lost my interest in this channel, then that might be the day I end it all. But not anytime soon because that'd be really dumb. I've just made my 100 subscriber milestone. What do you think I'm gonna do? Shut it all down? No. Plus I like making videos, so I'm sticking around, peeps. If you already know about Horseshoe Finale, feel free to skip this paragraph.
Horseshoe Reviews is a series of episode reviews that creates a narrative through line on par with the greats. The reviews culminate in the film Horseshoe Finale, which could only be described as genius. I know I'm doing a lot of sucking right now, but it's hard to overstate its achievements. The first 5 reviews feel kind of amateur in presentation, but hopefully you'll watch it all. I guess all I want to say is don't let your interest define you. You're more than MLP, and you're more than this channel. Good luck with whatever you do, and congrats on the milestone.
Okay, well thanks for the question. I'm gonna go and move on now. Midnight Chimes MLP says, honestly, you ought to have 1,000 subscribers by now. You're too kind, man. You do too, man. You do too. Honestly, seriously. In fact, how do you not have 1,000 subscribers by now? I don't have enough zeros. How do you think of creative ideas when editing? That's actually a really good question. Well, I generally think of the skits I'm gonna do when I'm writing my script, and I pretty much just write up whatever comes to my mind at that time. Pretty much I watch what I'm doing a video on, and then I write what I think about it, or write something that I think would be funny to accommodate it. And normally I try to write them all in one day, so that over the week I can constantly think of new ideas subconsciously and add them in later on in the week. It's not really something I can explain, it's just my sense of humor. As for the editing process, I write down what I want in my script, and then I go into editing and just start making whatever comes out of my head. I like to have things moving around or getting bigger and smaller to keep the viewer engaged. I also have a rule for myself, which is if I think of a way I could make my editing better or more appealing, I have to do it. Whether that means spending an extra minute or hour making a piece of text or a picture fly around the screen or adding a sound effect. It takes much longer to do, but in the end, it's more appealing to me and it's more enjoyable for the people watching. I try not to go too over the top though, as I don't want to dull my audience. I try to keep a balance, but but it's just led by my mind, as is everyone else's style. Plus, nothing's worse than a video what has nothing moving on the screen in my kind of style. So yeah, good question. If your OC had to be something other than a pony, what would you choose? I've never really thought about that, but I'd say some kind of large fictional bird like a griffin. Maybe some kind of dragon, but that's pretty cliche. Then again, so is a pony, so what am I saying? Yeah, maybe a dragon or a griffin. That sounds pretty cool. Pixel Cheesecake asks, do you want to do a collab? Do you want free advertisement? See what I mean, Pat Rex? See what I mean? Free advertisement is good, but I don't see a point in it if the channel I'm collabing with doesn't have anything that interests or impresses me. For you, Pixel Cheesecake, if you can show me something that isn't just a single take vlog style video or a picture collage, basically anything that's edited and polished, then I might consider it. But for now, you and I's channels are very different and it's just not compatible. Sorry man, keep on doing you. Thanks for the offer though, I really appreciate it. Pick Fairy asks, actually she didn't ask anything, she just kinda made some arrow things and placed a mug of hot cocoa on my channel with extra marshmallows. Thanks though, I appreciate it. My Sky asks, your preferred political system and why? The Australian one? Actually, the Australian one is pretty crap right now because the two parties are so evenly split. I don't know, man. I'm 15 and I'm Australian, so I think it's different here. If I'm wrong, well, don't be surprised because I know nothing about it. Next. You know, Vibroni asks, why did you name your pony OC Facade? I didn't. It's Wooden Sword, not Facade. Am I reading this question correctly? For several years, Wooden Sword studied this question, going to all the world's language schools and conventions to find out just what this meant, but he found nothing. Until one day, just when all hope was lost, he made the ultimate discovery. The question didn't make sense. Daylover asks, go gadget? Is it go gadget you're trying to say? Go gadget interrupting questions, just keep going. Why a wooden sword? Not real one? You mean a real metal blade? Well, that's because I'm not allowed to own a real sword. I mean, it's because wooden swords are just so awesome. Wooden swords are pretty awesome though, that's why it's my name. And finally, Shoujo says, damn it, I'm late. Oh well, I may as well ask. Don't worry, you're the last one. What do you think of the Equestria Girls side of MLP? I think that the universe only really exists to cater to toy sales, but I'm glad that a lot of the movies have turned out being more than just cash grabs. Rainbow Rocks and Legend of Everfree I both really liked, and friendship games I still like a lot. The only one I don't really like is the first one, as the villain is horrible and the songs are forgettable apart from the cafeteria dance, but even then it's still pretty average. Still, you won't see me buying any merchandise about it. Hell, I didn't even buy merchandise of the pony version either. I take ponies over it any day, but it's a fun little addition that I'm glad I've seen. Am I a bad guy for being late, and will I still be counted or not? You are a terrible human being and you shall be punished in the deepest depths of hell! But yeah, I'll still count you. Favorite episode from FIM, that is? My favorite episode has to be A Canterlot Wedding. Yes, it's cliched to like that one, but there's a reason everyone likes it. The songs are fantastic, with This Day Aria sending chills down my spine. The story of Chrysalis is compelling and how she's controlling Shining Armor with mind magic, and the final act, especially when it was revealed what Cadence was really like, which was completely opposite to Chrysalis, was just terrific. Plus, the woman who plays Cadence, Britt McKillop, did an amazing job with her. And it's great to know that she's not only the voice, but also the singer of the part, which with main characters like Twilight and Pinky doesn't happen. Plus, that episode would come to introduce Thorax later down the line. Basically, I love everything about the episode, and it also has that early season type action scene near the end with all the slapstick and everything. It's just beautiful. Oh, and there we have it. That's everything. Thank you so much for your questions, and thank you so much for getting me to 100 subscribers. It's great to know that enough people out there actually care about my videos and find enjoyment out of them. And I'll continue to keep that in mind as I continue to make more content for you guys. Hell, maybe I don't even need to be in the Secret Rift. Yeah. It's not about what kind of club you're in or what sub count you have. It's about what you do for the people who do care and what you appreciate now. That's the true meaning of a YouTuber. And I'm proud to be one. But getting in the Secret Rift would be great, plus a higher sub count is definitely not something I'd complain against, so give me all your money! By the way, I won't be doing this again until something like 1,000 subscribers or even higher, since this took frickin' forever and my throat hurts. So if you still have questions, then please keep them to yourself. I'm Wooden Sword, and bye-bye!